Hey everybody, Motumbo here. Hope everybody's having an amazing day as always. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are hopping back into the arena. We're playing some more standard, and today we are playing what we call Saga Flicker. Now, unfortunately, it's no Urza Saga because Urza Saga was the bomb, but we're doing the next best thing of what we can do in standard, and we're just playing all of the blue-white sagas that we have available to us, and we're just going to try to abuse them in any form or fashion. So let's break down the deck real quick. So this deck revolves really around Starfield Mystic and Archon of Sun's Grace. Starfield Mystic is going to let all of our enchantments cost one less. And then anytime an enchantment goes to the graveyard, this guy's going to get way bigger. He's just going to constantly get bigger and bigger and bigger. Since our sagas are going to kind of tick up every turn, you know, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, sometimes chapter 4 if we're playing, like, if we're talking about like Medomai's prophecy or however you say that guy. Once they tick up to their last chapter, they're going to go to the graveyard. It's going to pump this guy up. So really good synergy. And then also at the same time, anytime we play any of those sagas or any of our other enchantments, we're going to get a 2/2 lifelinker with flying. So win-win. So, and then again, the highlight of the deck with it being called Saga Flicker, one of the things are going to be our Flicker effects. So Flicker of Fate is going to let us exile a creature or an enchantment, return it to the battlefield. We can put full control on. Once the last chapter goes on the stack, we can actually flicker our saga back into play. It'll come back in, chapter 1 will happen again, and then that chapter that we had on the stack will happen. So it's kind of pretty ridiculous. And we can do the same thing with Teferi's Time Twist. So this isn't going to be an instant flicker. Well, even though it is an instant, it's going to remove it from the game. It's going to come back at the end of the turn. So, and again, we can use this to save any of our other permanents that we want to. But again, it's really to be used with, with our sagas. The other thing we have is Brought Back. So this is a card has the potential to be pretty sweet. A lot of people at first thought this was going to be a really good card to play with Lotus Field. But however, with our sagas, they're ticking up. If we have multiples that actually go to the graveyard on the same turn, we can play this, get them both back, or just one, and then we can kind of abuse it that way. So real quick rundown of our sagas. We have Birth of Meletis, which is pretty much should go in every white deck in standard right now. The Medomai's prophecy, kind of a weird one. It does have 4 chapters. We scry, we choose a card name, and then chapter 3 is really what we care about. Is when that card name that we chose in chapter 2, we're going to be able to draw 2 cards if we cast on that following turn. So other than that, we have Elspeth Conquers Death, obviously a great removal spell. And we have Kiora, Best the Sea God. So this is a kind of a cool mythic. We get an 8/8 hexproof. We get to tap all of their non-land permanents on the second chapter, and then we gain control of something. So it's pretty awesome. And we just round that out with a couple Banishing Lights, and then Starlit Mantle. So Starlit Mantle, really what this is for, this is to flash in to protect our mystics once they get really big, or mainly our Archons. Usually, you get an Archon to play, people have to kill it immediately. It's going to just start spiraling out of control. You're going to get a bunch of 2/2s. So they want to have to kill it immediately. So on their turn, if you drop this, give it hexproof that turn that it comes into play. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm kind of, predicting that we'll probably get a lot of concessions if we actually manage to do this. So, and then rounding it out, the last card, we have Teferi. You know why? Teferi's the best freaking card in standard. So I feel like it's surpassed Nissa at this point, so it's pretty busted. And we have 24 land here. They're all on screen. No sideboard again because it is a best of 1. So we're gonna go ahead and head into the gameplay. And yeah, and I do want to hit on. We're gonna hit on it now. I keep forgetting. There's only 2 mythics in this, but there are 28 rares. So keep that in mind when trying out this deck. But yeah, let's hop into the gameplay and see what happens. All right, see you at the end. All right, well, we're going to give this Flicker Saga deck a bit of a shot here. Saw a deck similar to this, but there was a lot of cards that I did not like, so we swapped them out. We put in some new ones. This one seems a bit more reasonable. Hold on, stops. So we're probably playing against Esper. I feel like a Birth of Meletis. Okay, so we're playing an Abzan deck on top. It's probably not good. Oh, okay. So playing the enchantment deck. Probably shouldn't run this out. This is probably going to get -2'd. Dead weighted. Oh no, -3. So crazy. Let's bounce this. There we go. Birth of Meletis. That's what I needed. That's what we wanted. Hey, welcome back, buddy. Okay. Well, unfortunately, wow. Already. I mean, no blocks. That was a good drop. Let's get in. Okay. Oh. I always forget about that Starfield Mystic's ability. You can do 2 of them? You don't have 2. No way. All right, so he is out of cards completely. We are going to play Birth. And so how does this... I need to read this. Whenever an enchanted creature dies. Okay. So we will do... So luckily we do have a 4/5. Okay. So that's good. He's probably not going to swing. Could kill that. Oh, and we get a Teferi back. I like where this is going. Oh, that's so dumb. Okay, we are going to put loyalty on Teferi. All right, sorry I'm playing this deck a little slow, guys. This is my first time playing it, so let's bounce you. Do whatever you want, man. So we're gonna exile that just so he can't scry. That's fine. All right, good game. Good game. Just so many. It's really hard to remember to go into full control, you know, during your upkeep or prior to your upkeep. So when you switch between your upkeep to your draw / main, you know, so you have that time to actually run in a flicker or a brought back. That is a big difference, you know, between playing this version of Magic and paper Magic, where you could just say what your intentions. So, Schwinger. Schwing! This is a decent opener. I mean, we have a Birth. Get an island, plains, another plains, Teferi. We're going to keep. Right. Better. Cancel. Next. What are we playing against? Golgari? Golgari Adventures? So we have to be careful because the one thing that we're not playing any board wipes. So he's going to get a ton of card advantage off this Innkeeper because we really just don't have a way to get rid of it other than bouncing it. But I mean, it's a 1 mana spell, so it's really kind of irrelevant. Maybe it's worth it to put 1 Agent of Treachery in the deck. Well, we have Kiora, Best the Sea God, so okay, that's fine. So we're gonna get a blocker. We are going to bounce this little dude. We don't have any blink effects yet, no flickers. I mean, would he waste a Murderous Rider here? Okay, he does. Very surprised. I don't really think I really don't think that's worth getting rid of there. There's a flicker. Don't need the land. Do we want the flicker? I think we do. They'll probably play Murderous Rider, unless he has the Beast. Oh, not the Beanstalk Giant. That's not what I was thinking. So I guess he's land shy here. Okay. All right, so we are going to name just going to name another Medomai's Prophecy. So we really need to draw one of our Archons so we can actually, if we had an Archon in our hand right now, we would be sitting great. I mean, essentially, we would be in a position where we could drop it next turn and have a Starlit Mantle as for backup. Okay, so no, I think we have to save that. We have to say I really want to do that to this, but really have to start mitigating some damage here. I mean, these little 1/1s and 2/3s, and they all add up, so. So I'll probably play a 5/5 here. Ankle. Interesting. We discarding? Flicker. Don't need that. I don't need this either. I think we're just going to go hard here. Yeah, if we would have had an Archon in our hand, we would have been in a lot better shape. So I think we 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, we're at 1. It's not good. Loyalty. We're just digging at this point, so. Well, we could play that. Just need a little bit more life here. Let's draw 4 cards. I mean, we're not winning this game. Lock. You have to assume that he has a another Murderous Rider in his hand. Yep. Oh. Can I get the land first? Good game. Good game. So yeah, that's probably our hardest one of our hardest matchups, just because of the fact most of their creatures are really tiny, hard to deal with. Bouncing them is kind of irrelevant. Yeah. Really cheap. They just replay them. Hamaoji. Okay, this has potential. We're going to turn to... I really wish we were going first. If we were going first, we could... if this is against a red deck. Since we're looking at a Sarkhan avatar. It's not red, oh my god. Black white. Interesting. Goodbye, Teferi. He hasn't hovered over the Starlit Mantle yet. Always Teferi. Don't even pretend like you weren't going to take Teferi. You know what? Kill it. Kill it. Okay. That's stupid. I don't understand. I think I need to have a TED Talk about conceding early. Say hello. So what's funny is my hand as it sits right now looks exactly like the deck that won Worlds. Like Apollo's deck. It's not, but it looks like it. Because you know what we're doing next turn, boys and girls? Are playing Teferi. If you didn't know, it's going to be Teferi. Maybe we uptick. No, always downtick. We want that card. This is kind of addicting, like playing this and then having this as backup. Okay. I mean, we all knew you were going to kill Teferi. Like, there was 0% chance that you were not going to kill Teferi. Do we care about Knight of the Emerald right now? Guess it doesn't really matter what we keep there. Should have done this first. We're going to block. Make you waste your turn. Or you can Murderous Rider our wall. That is also an option. He's like, oh, well, he's about to get another wall anyway. I don't care about Underworld Dreams, dude. Oh, what are you playing? Hey, you did it. You should have attacked first. Oh. Yep, yep. Next turn is going to be real good. So hear me out. If he attacks first, I will double block. So the reason I'm going to double block, it's going to incentivize him to actually use his Knight of the Ebon Legion. Because it'll get Death Touch, it'll actually kill both of my walls at once instead of having to swing 2 attacks. So this is going to take up his entire turn. So this is going to actually give me a better window, I feel like, to actually get this Archon in play with this Starlit Mantle. So be like, oh no. Or he could. Okay. You literally did not need to do that, but all right. It had Death Touch, like 1 damage to each. All right, back to 22. All right. So if he has exactly land and 2 Murderous Riders, he actually gets me. So well, he has 33% of the required cards so far. That's fine. That's also fine. Gotcha. So we really don't care about the Underworld Dreams at all, as you can tell. All right, he has nothing in his hand. Flicker this. We're going to get the other Knight of the Ebon Legion. Okay. You know what? Like I said, it's always Teferi. Well, he knows what those are. Oh, good game. Good game, buddy. So I wonder what image we would use on our... I wonder what image we're going to use on our YouTube video. This is a mulligan. We don't have any permanents. All spells and no permanents make something, something, something. We're going to keep... We're going to put back Elspeth Conquers Death, unfortunately. So we're going to get a plains, turn 1. Oh, there's that. There's that bug. There's that mulligan bug. Scry to the bottom. Get a plains, get a plains, get a motherfucking plains. All right. Read a book, read a book. Oh, what is this? I like what you're doing. Unfortunately for you, though, you don't have any more lands, and I don't want you playing all these crazy colors. We also don't have any land. What is this? Give us a land! I like where this is going. Okay. Why can't you be an enchantment creature? We are going to keep land. Okay. Equip. It just gives it flying. I honestly was going to play this, but I'm anticipating that he's going to play an All That Glitters next turn and try to get all crazy, and then we're just going to flicker and show him what's up. But I don't play that yet. Yeah, we're going to have a fun new party trick when he plays All That Glitters. It'll probably earn a concession. And he draw. God, it's kind of thinking about doing it, you know, in response to him drawing a card, but that's also fine. I mean, dude's gonna hate us because he ain't us. You think he concedes? Well, we find out in 3, 2, 1. He didn't. Good for you, buddy. All right. Good for you.
I've got it.
No, but we'll keep that. No, good game. This deck is this deck's a lot of fun when it starts going all crazy. All right. Hey guys, welcome to the wrap up. We're back. We got the beanie, so let's talk about what actually happened. We managed to go 4-1 with this deck. This deck turned out to be, even though it was a jank build, turned out to be a lot of fun. I mean, who knew that swinging with a bunch of 2/2 lifelinking Pegasus would be fun, and our opponent's just not really knowing what's happening. Again, this is just kind of a jank build, and I feel like it worked out. The only thing I would really change would be probably to take the brought-backs out, maybe take out one Medomai's legacy or prophecy, and then kind of just go from there. Maybe just add 3 wrath effects in the place of those. But yeah, I mean, I would definitely check this deck out if you have the wild cards for it. Even maybe on paper, it'd be a fun budget build. I think it's less than $300, maybe even cheaper than that, maybe less than 200. But the expensive cards are probably just going to be Teferis and then the lands. So yeah, just go do what you will with that. I do, as always, just want to say a quick couple things. Again, I appreciate you guys checking the channel every day and checking my videos. Getting some awesome comments from you guys, some really good feedback. Any kind of feedback that you want to give me, I take it in great stride. I'm just trying to improve, trying to help make better content for you guys to watch and enjoy. You guys are awesome. I can't say that enough. So saying that, if you could please like and subscribe, share the video, do whatever you can to help grow the channel. Our first goal, right now we are a small channel. We finally we're over 70 subscribers. So our first goal is to get to 100. So please help make that happen. That would be so awesome. I feel like once we actually hit 100, I have a crazy deck in mind that I want to build, and that'll probably lose every game that I play with it. But if we manage to slick out, 1 win with it, that would be so worth the video. So please help make that happen. Can't do it without you guys. And other than that, please check out HunterBurtonMemorialOpen.com. It's a site that gives you info about this awesome charity event that we have coming up at the end of March. It's a charity event for Magic and all kinds of other games, pretty much every table or card game you can think of. But the main thing is it is for suicide awareness and prevention. It's a great cause. Unfortunately that we lost one of our friends to that, but we were able to actually turn a horrible negative into a positive to help actually spread this message and just help the cause. So let's check that out. There are 2 players tour invites going on that weekend. One on Saturday, which is a $10,000 prize modern tournament, and then Sunday we have a $5,000 main event for Pioneer. So again, check those out. Hit all those buttons that you can. Keep staying awesome, because you guys are what keeps the channel alive. So I hope to see you guys next time. Have a great day.